We've been telling you that this is something that anyone can do, and we wanted you to know a little bit about the anyones who have been telling you that. So Elizabeth, can you tell us a little bit about your story? Like, where are you in life? What's your educational background?
Currently, I'm an author and a Bible teacher located in Dallas, and so I just work with different churches and individuals to help people understand their theological beliefs and apply them to everyday life. And so my journey to ministry is a unique one. I actually have a background in accounting. I'm a CPA. Don't ask me to help you with your taxes though. File them though, because the IRS will come and get you. But I have a master's in accounting. I also have a master's in Christian education from Dallas Theological Seminary. And so have also worked in vocational ministry at 2 different churches, one of them being with Jen. And so I've had a fun just experience, and the Lord has used all of that. And so nothing in my background has gone to waste in my studying of the Bible or helping other people to do that.
Mm-hmm. What about your family?
I have one sister. My parents are retired, living their best life. And I have a sister who is a professor, and her family live in North Carolina.
Okay. And Julia, tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Julia Higgins, and I'm a professor at Southeastern Seminary. I teach in the Ministry to Women's degree programs there, so we have several degrees, and some of those degrees are specific to ministry to women. And so my journey, kind of like Elizabeth, I went to seminary. I have an MDiv in Christian education, and then I did a PhD at Southern Seminary in Louisville. And I just love teaching, and really my journey towards studying the Bible began when I witnessed a woman teaching the scriptures, and I saw a woman doing that and doing it well. And so I was also invited then to teach in Sunday school and realized I didn't know what I was doing. And so I went to seminary to learn how to teach the Bible, and now I'm just able to do that in so many different ways in education.
Yeah, I love it. And tell us about your family.
So I'm married to Tony Higgins. He's the executive director of Bridgehaven Counseling in Summit Church in Raleigh-Durham area. And we don't have kids, but we have a cute little dog named Charlie.
Nice, Charlie. So I am a mom of 4. My kids are grown now, and I am married to Jeff. We've been married for almost 30 years, and I started into this with no training. I had an English degree and a master's in business administration, and had worked in the corporate world before I started having kids. And similarly to Julia, I got asked to fill in a women's Sunday school class until they could find a teacher for it, and then ended up teaching it for 8 years. And I was like, gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. For me, seminary was really never an option. So I don't, to this day, have formal theological training, which is one of my big motivators for wanting to be a part of what we're doing here, because I don't want it to be as hard for you as it was for me. I'm grateful that I did end up being put in contact with resources that were helpful, but it was more work than I would want anyone else to have to do for it. So largely self-taught, but not just over in a corner making stuff up on my own. I was very aware of the need to be under the teaching of people who had gone before me. Just in my case, it was by finding books and piecing together that as best as I could. So when we say this is for everyone, we really do mean regardless of your stage of life, of your marital status, of whether you have kids, don't have kids, whether you even have any college education at all. You can have a high school degree. You may not even have a high school degree. This is the kind of thing that we believe is accessible to anyone who is able to read, right? And able to get into dialogue with other believers and sit under good teaching. So we're glad that you're here wherever you are in your stage of life. And we would all say we have found usefulness for this in the workplace, in our homes, and certainly in our local churches.